All right. See if I get a win. Happy Thanksgiving. Let me see if I could adjust this screen right here. It's not the first time I'm doing it, but I wanted to see if I could wear a green shirt, you know? It's okay. Let's see.
Fly
Make this
fighter,
appear a little bit.
the end
I
is
know
in
all the
sight.
roads. They all lead to the same place.
There we go.
Let's not finish quickly. Where's the
Good
fun in
enough.
that?
All right. What's up,
Introducing
people?
new
How we doing?
champion.
Yeah, you better run. Make it interesting.
Mick Fry, what's up? El Reaper Grim, 87. We could try for over here.
Let's land here.
That's good too. Let's do it.
Dropping in. Hang on.
Oops. Ah, could have got in there.
Attention. First blood.
First blood.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Next ring's far. Got an Evo shield here. Let's explore this way. Got an Evo shield here. Level 2.
Gotta hop up here. Double tap trigger.
Okay, I'll go grab one of those.
1 minute until the ring closes. Still got time to loot. Activating jump drive. Come on. We've got 45 seconds and a long way to go. Open up shop and shut them down.
Let's see, we have Volt.
Don't mind if I do. Hop up here. Double tap trigger.
Movement in progress.
The ring is moving, fly fighters. No one is inside.
You know, why not?
All Father, give me sight.
Optics here. Mid-range.
Care package being delivered.
Care package on the way. I like the sound of that. Let's go here.
Oops.
I bet we'll find something good here. Welcome to the shop. I've got just the thing for you.
Heads up. New kill leader.
Nice choice. You've got good taste.
Thank you. Good. Got my ultimate ready.
Same here.
You are coming home with me tonight.
I'm gonna check over there for loot. Took out a cargo bot. Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
Cargo bot knocked. Now let's see what it has for me.
I have materials for us.
Got some materials.
Using jump drive.
Crafting. One moment. Looking for an extended sniper mag.
Hostile over there.
I'm taking fire. I cracked an Scottish shield. Reloading.
Materials.
I downed an enemy. Need to recharge my shields.
I downed a hostile. Took out a hostile.
Contact.
Enemy down.
Contact with target.
No, like that. Fucking shoddy. I thought it'd be good. Double tap and all this shit. But what can you do? All right. You know what it is? It's really lights. I need brighter lights for this blue background, so it can like fade out. So I gotta get really powerful lights, like a fucking sun right here. It's blasting in on me. So you can then see my hair and the contrast of everything. So you can tell the difference of the subtlety of the color. Juicy Devil, what's up? Patio Jr. Patio, that's how you say it.
If you can't produce your own liquid metals, store-bought is fine.
If you need it, I can get it. Anything for my family.
This is
A
your
ring
chance
light
to win.
to
Find
regular
my chance to win.
you know, room lights or whatever.
I'm the jump master.
So
Don't worry, I'll take care of you.
Looks full
All
over
right.
there.
we could do that. You want to do that? Ready? gonna make a dive. Diving.
Remember, eyes on the prize.
An enemy landed near me, amigos. Here's by the earth. They're focusing on me.
Shattered enemy shield.
Get this spot. I'm down.
Oh, I fucking had his ass. Should have not tried to go for the kill maneuver.
Hemlock here.
What it is, I think, is getting that bead. That first bead is really good. So whatever there's like a gold magazine, just take it.
I just hope I don't have to fight with that smiling robot.
Master
He's fine.
Shifu, what's up?
Everyone's fine.
Romark, how you doing?
I came here for revenge, but I'll stay for the treasure.
The old phase and the new. I will use both to guide us.
This is your champion.
I'm the jump master. Don't be afraid. Just close your eyes and lean in.
Alright, we're gonna sneak in right over here.
Let's land here.
Matter of fact, we're gonna sneak in. Hey,
Let's
what's
land
up?
Here.
Probably a good place to land, but what do I know?
Let's find something good.
There's better loot over here. It's a little bit further away.
Loud and clear.
Let's go there.
Going to check out right here. I have gathered materials.
Round one. Beginning ring countdown.
2 Sentinels, oh yeah.
Starboy, next ring's far. Gotta hop up here. Double tap trigger. Oh, someone got the party started. Isn't ready. A gift takes time. The ring is not close.
Found some materials.
Thank you. My ultimate's good to go. Rings far and closing in 45. I'm probably gonna have to run. New kill leader, soon to be me.
Oh, look, materials. Setting up shop. are coming home with me tonight.
Use the map as your guide. The ring is moving. A champion has fallen. Might be something good there. Care package on high. There's a jump tower here. Copy that.
We have a new kill
My
leader.
ultimate is
I
ready.
can't wait to meet them.
We are blessed.
Here we go.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 2. The distance.
Shop's open for business. Mama's got
It's a
brand
purple
new
shield in
bag.
here. I'll find it.
Continue there. Enemies have been in that place. Optic here. Close range. To those who need it, R301 here. Yeah, I could use that. Shield battery here.
Evo shield here. Level 3.
Dibs.
Gotta run. It's coming under the gas.
Jump drive out.
I don't have. Okay, I'll set up some heals for you.
There's a great distance between us. Enemy spotted. Never mind. Shots fired, and they're hitting me. Send in a decoy. Wait, how do I know I'm not the decoy? Marking our surroundings. Battling the enemy. Hostile close. Calling upon nature's strength. Alright, frag out. Frag out! Getting hurt over here. Scanning the area.
Throwing jump drive.
Contact with target.
Shop's open for business.
Hostile over there. Scanning the area.
Mama's got you now.
In combat. Bless me with sight. Enemy shield cracked. Reloading. The fight is not even. Multiple squads attack. Next ring is not close. Hostile over there.
Attention. Delivery replicator.
Get over here, get over here.
Hostile right here, right first.
I cracked an enemy shield.
That entire squad is full. Lay low. I will assist you. Healing my wounds.
Oh, fuck.
Tossing overdrive. Recharging my shields.
Grab their shields.
Give my shield to recharge.
Our ring's closing in 1.
Shield battery here.
"45 seconds until the ring closes. We've got a hike, and I'm in pumps. So let's anyone up for some shopping.
Let's go this way.
Remember who hooked you up. I've got your back. Don't mind if I do.
Continue there. 10 seconds. The ring is close.
Oh,
We're
fuck.
all outside the ring, and a wall of death is coming our.
Just gotta patch myself up. Ready. We are blessed.
Jump drive out.
Okay. How far away we gotta go? Okay.
I bet that care package has some sweet gear for us.
Go for it.
Massive here.
I just gotta patch. Target's right in front of me. I'm gonna cancel that. Let's check out that way. Got one here. I think we should move. Making contact here.
Scanning me.
Shots fired and they're hitting me.
Shit.
Firing. Tube zone clock. Knocked down.
They're shooting at me.
Ah, fuck. Oh, gold shield? Are you serious? Behind you. Right there, right there. Easy. They're healing, they're healing.
Recharging my shield. Found another. I'll replicate the
Heal, 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 heal. I have a heat shield, I have a heat shield. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't know this third one. Ah. Okay, let's do this real quick. So we go to settings, controller, advanced, and then we go to dead zone. So, let's see. Do this per optic settings. I don't know about that. Ramp up time. I need it to be less, more subtle. Oh, I see, I see. Let me try here. See what happens. Maybe I'll get a little bit more. Looks a little bit unnatural not having the top right here. Oops. Here we go. I had to have my controller plugged in, so has some battery power, you know. I think I'll be alright. Here we go.
We'll get along beautifully. Just don't touch my things.
I came here to party.
Dog on the beats, what's up? Lover. Al.
It's showtime.
Alex. Al.
Introducing your champion.
Just want to give a shout out to all my fans watching. I love you guys. I love you.
Okay, where we going? And yoga mics. I am the jump master.
It's all right to be afraid.
All right, let's do this.
Close your eyes and lean in.
Oh, chin up, mates. You just ain't that good, is all.
Are you ready? Can we do this?
Let's land here. Forget it. I bet that's
Yeah, we're
a
going
bit
there.
small. Woman's intuition.
We could go further too. Too many people jump there.
Remember, eyes on the prize.
Break off when you see something.
Round one. Attention. First blood.
First blood. Gotta be someone. Glad it's not one of us. I need a hop up. Anvil receiver.
1 minute until the ring closes, and everything here is gone for good.
R301 here. Extended light mag here. Level 1.
Rings next door.
Devotion here.
Thank you.
Devotion where? I'll take it. Thank you. Oh my, that's perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dropping my ult.
Shops open. For VIPs
Helmet
only.
here. Level 2. Finally headshots. Got an extended energy mag here. Level 3.
Remember who hooked you up? I've got your back.
Seconds till ring close. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yo, got us.
My favorite kind of loot. The kind that's all mine.
Ring. Moving now. Rápidamente. Snatch some materials, amigos. Ready, set, go!
Attention.
Yo,
We have those materials? Okay.
hit the ejector seat. Yo, we should
Fabricating.
I'm
skull
crafting.
piercers up here.
Patience.
Hold on. Crafting.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
Bad guys, let's do this.
Where?
Firing. Yo, cracked an enemy shield. Down that one.
Hop in the chimney.
Reloading. Enemy
Heads
killed.
up. A baddie landed by me.
Looks like you've been hitting the range.
Firing. Now, let's see what they left us.
Nice kill, compadre.
Reloading.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Death box here. Optics here. Mid-range.
Anyone up for some shopping? Recharging my shields.
Bad guys, let's do this. Charging on my shield.
Hell of a time to go shopping. Taking fire. An enemy shield. Reloading. Recharging my shields.
Rip down that one. Charging on my shield.
Reloading. Kill confirmed.
Half the squad left. Let's smoke them. Recharging shields.
Reloading.
Mama's got you now.
New kill leader appointed.
New kill leader? Interesting. I'm crafting. Beauty takes time.
All right.
Must go faster.
Throwing jump drive.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3. Ammo up.
There you go.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown. Attention. Delivering
Optics
replicator.
here. Close range.
Replicator incoming.
Standard stock here. Level 2.
Shops open for VIPs only. Nice choice. You got good taste. Mama's got a brand new bag.
Thank you.
Jump drive in position.
One minute. Rings nearby.
Champion eliminated.
And your next champion is right here. 45 seconds. But we could just walk it.
Enemy spotted. Tango spotted.
Rings around the corner, and we've got 30
Open
seconds.
supply bin over there.
Jump drive out. Open up shop and shut them down.
Not too far. Target over there. Giving him the chimney.
What do you think is over here? Throwing jump pad. Rápido.
Warning. Rings closing.
You are coming home with me tonight.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Care package touching.
Jump drive in position.
Ultimate's ready to go.
Round 3.
What's up? Fuck. Oh, there's a fucking spin shield. All right. 2 Apex packs. See what we got. All right. I think the controller adjustment did a little bit better. Okay. Put on a different shirt. Give my ears a rest a little bit, so. I think I barely wear these. Like I don't. See if it looks better in the light. There we go. So you have to have light. Oh, look at that. So it's like in reverse, right? Black is seeing through because that's being mistaken as blue. Guess so. Do one more. Then I gotta cook. Well, I'm pretty much done cooking. Just heating stuff up. Like I got 80% cooked last night. Like the mashed potatoes, I started mashing it. Well, all yesterday. Then put it in the refrigerator. Stuffing. Um, chopped up the celery. Put chicken broth instead of water. Put more turmeric. More garlic. My onion, I put all my onions actually in my chicken broth or whatever, my turkey broth, whatever. And so I didn't have any onions for my stuffing. That's all right, but it's natural. I mean, it has as much. I went as healthy as I possibly could. No processed food except for the stuffing. Um, no processed foods at all. I mean, guaranteed probably some of the stuff. I got some Amaros salad. That's marshmallows, so that gets processed. But I guess fruit cocktail and a salad dressing technically. But I didn't want to overcook anything, so I just went standard um, Thanksgiving. And I guess the gravy a little bit too, but all yesterday that's what I did. So I mean, just cooked the potatoes real really chill like whatever, worked on my tree, didn't do shit. You know what I'm talking about. So then cook the chicken broth. Boom, done. Cut up the celery, cut up the onions, put in the tomatoes, the little cherry tomatoes, put in carrots, like the baby carrots, put chopped up that onion, chopped up more celery, put that in. So I just let it put in the oven, put the tin foil, aluminum foil on. Let it sit there for like 18 hours, super low, 250. It's slow cook. I looked at it this morning, it basically just fell apart. I just like I couldn't even lift it up. I had to like slide off the bag or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? That keeps all the juices in there. Put more chicken broth in there. And with the mashed potatoes that I mixed in, the powdered, 'cause that's what really gets the flavor. People want real potatoes, but it's so bland, whatever. But so yeah, it's kind of processed. So put 2 packets of that in. Chives, like a whole thing of chives. So I made 2 things of mashed potatoes. And really how much it was. So I had to put in 2 pans. So chives, Irish butter, more garlic, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of Italian seasoning, like a little bit Italian seasoning. Yeah, I didn't put any milk in there. But yeah, so I did that. So I figure, putting it in the refrigerator overnight might dehydrate just slightly. So I've left room to put one more packet in there and one more chicken broth so I could, just make it the correct consistency perfect right before if before, it has that what's the word? When you leave it not freezer burn. That's what it is, but there's a technical term, allow. Um Not condensation. What is the scientific term for when you leave something in the freezer or refrigerator and it dries out? Oh, it has that. Oh, the hot water freezing faster than cold water is called the MP member effect. Member effect. Okay, not know that. M MPEMPA. There's 1.5 million words in the English language. If you say every single word, it would take 20 years. Just so you know, they're the biggest language in the world. I hate not knowing this. I don't like when people know more words than me. It rarely ever happens. Like, rarely. And only one foreigner was able to do it. He was from China. And then I just realized what I was looking at. I mean, he was like the parliamentary, like the elite that was highly educated in China. And we had him here studying at UH Manoa, and people were like, "Oh yeah, cool, he's Chinese." Dude, you don't even know the level of what you're dealing with right there. What's sitting in front of you? Like the ability what he could take in this casually. Pfft, no idea. Sublimation. That's what happened in the freezer. Sublimation. Like it, you have it there, and it just boom disappears. Goes to ice to nothing, or water. It disappears. Instant to gas. So I didn't know how much it was gonna sublimate. So I just cooked it to a level where I know I could add more chicken broth, and figured, it would have to cool down, take about an hour or two, then from being, right out of, being boiling, whatever, and then probably another hour or two to cool down, and that would be the time frame, and so I'd be all right. I didn't want to get it, perfect, and then, it gets all whatever. So that's the only thing I got to do is nothing. It's all right. Corn, that's what I got. I was going to like, should I make corn and cob? I was like, nah, man. That's really easy. Just do that real super quick or whatever. So it's real simple. Stuffing, potatoes, corn, boom. Gravy. Oh, okay. Apple pie, pumpkin pie. But I realized like if I start eating this on Thanksgiving, I'll probably like front load it and it's just like eat all the pie, whatever today. So I started eating a little bit of pie yesterday, and then I could, titrate it out. And also with the apple cider, sparkling apple cider, I was like, man, I'm gonna drink this and all those calories, man. So I was like a little bit yesterday. Had a lot of cheese and crackers, the wine crackers, the wine cheese, whatever. Herbs, the creamy herb cheese, the little soft cheese, and a little bit of pepper jack with Triscuits and Ritz, whatever, no big deal. But just normal stuff, nothing too fancy, stuff that I like. The only thing I want to get that I didn't, it was like Christmas sausage, no joke. But I like those. I always got those for Christmas. But it's processed food, and I was like, I gotta be healthy. So yeah, so just heat that up. Make sure like the skin is nice and crispy, and put that, broil it for about half hour, or whatever. Maybe crisp some of the stuffing. Might even do that to mashed potatoes. Boom, done. Easy, easy shit, man. Did it all yesterday. Because if you do it on the same day, you like rush around. My mom would be like, and I was like, I just do it yesterday. I remember one year she even cooked the turkey correct. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was all pissed off, and she had to come to the rescue. And my grandma starts cursing in German and shit like that. And I was like, what happened? Turkey came out all. And I was like, what's that word? And uh, only two times I saw my grandma get pissed off. I only saw her got racist once. She barely, she never got racist. I saw her get racist once. Very good person. My mom always got racist, but that was the one time she got pissed. I saw that. So you never want to start like, because the thing is like you kind of in a rush, like, okay, I want to do this, then you have time for that, and you think you got time for everything else. Eric Merks, what's up, Storm Crow? X1. All right. Oh, oh, no. Sure. I remember boot camp. Like the first 2 weeks. Then after like a month, like Joe instructor stopped talking shit to me. Well, he still talk shit to me, but then some of the recycles started to be like talking shit. Then everybody started dropping out. Then it sort of looked stupid to talk shit to me because I was one of the few that never got recycled. But I'm sure somewhere they're told to head back to boot camp, right? So at the end, it's just like, try to bring you down. It's like it really do a disservice of not putting you in a level that other people can do. But that's before really my Paget's disease kicked in. But every step, it just made it worse. On my way. Oh shit. Looking for a turbocharger. There's a purple shield over there. Okay. It's yours. Okay. You sure you got that? Grab everything. Still looking for a turbocharger. Okay. Extended sniper's mag. Okay. Okay. Here you go. Ready? Optics. Oh, hold up. Oh, is that good? Rawr. Okay, so want to see what's on over here real quick? We have time. I could drop my ult. Oh, we're going this way. Never mind. All right. We got to go to a different location. $65. Skull piercer. There we go. Damn it. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, grab these. Good, got the devotion. All right. Oh shit, motherfucker. Good. Need that. Damn it. I was all kitted up too, man. Okay, it's 12. I'm good. I don't know. I guess be thankful on Thanksgiving that we're here. We have the best thing, you could ever have is life, What are the chances of that? Let me see if I could look at Ukraine for a little bit. See what I say. I don't know how my computer is going to hold up, but we'll see. Let's have 2 tabs open. Let's maybe turn off the Xbox if that helps. Okay, so it's okay. It's doable, you know. Actually, I could change shirts. I'll do one shirt change. Actually, gotta get the contrast good. Just a regular undershirt or whatever. Green screen. We'll just switch the filters to, yeah. See how that works. All right. Good enough. It's all about the contrast. You could see the green right all over there. See, I could even adjust that a little bit better. Filters. Let's see here. Oh, then I lose my hair. Okay, good enough. Anyways, so what do we see here? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna Google somebody. Um, don't know if this guy. How long is 8 hours? Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess we like to look at, we spend a lot of time on 99% of the time stuff that might happen 1% of the time. I mean, it's all fun, but I guess you got to make it, in their lives here, you got to make it a little bit more applicable. But, but when I read this, because I knew we had lasers that was powerful enough to punch through those drones, like real quickly. I know we have targeting lasers that target stuff, and you just got to combine the two. And I know we have very powerful, laser. I mean, we could switch the laser really fast. Like you could draw like images or whatever. We just got to combine all that technology. And Israel was actually doing it, and they shot down a drone like in tests, and they put that on the news. And I was thinking 5 to 10 years like this off the top of my head. But during war, these things really tend to get expedited. And I'm thinking this is probably what Zelensky asked is Israelis to give them. I was like, what's what the anti-missile missiles are is just as good as anybody else's, give or take, but this is, if you have the will, you could probably build this in a year. I think by next spring, not this spring, but next spring, you could probably have it up and running. And if you think the war is going to take that long, maybe, I'm talking about, but I would at least start it because maybe you could get it up running before that, like at at the end of summer, I'm talking about you could actually, and then figure it out during the winter time when, when things kick up where they're just gonna, that's probably best, maybe by the summer you have like a working prototype, and then next winter when, there's a forced lull in the fighting, they're just gonna throw everything they have at you in the air. You could at least see it. I mean, have everything else up, but at least you could test it out and see the viability of this. You know what I'm talking about? Because, you have lasers that, they, from what I read, I don't know how accurate it is, they could take down airplanes. I mean, there's powerful enough on paper. Paper. And I think the key is what people didn't realize is you could focus that beam and make it more powerful because you get that energy spread out on a greater surface area. And what they're afraid of is, what they're concerned about is when it goes out or whatever, it's just that small surface area. And so you just make it a pattern real quick. So that way you're cutting through deeper faster, because if you have something this thick, right, you can make it 100 times smaller, and that in effect makes it 100 times stronger. You know what I'm talking about? So, but then it's just a small little line. Then that's where you have the pattern come in. That pattern is, what's the sense of just a hole, whenever? Because if you just had that pattern, it's in effect it does damage as that surface area is the hole. You're just making that pattern on the target. And I think that's the key no one really thought about. And it definitely is, could be a game changer. People directed energy weapons, is on one end of it was never feasible, but now it's feasible. Now it's just like, no, it's not going to work because the advanced systems that we have and armor and everything else like that. But look at the simplicity that could cause so much damage. And it goes back to the unfortunate, effectiveness of simple brutality. If you want to cause simple damage and destruction, it's very effective. And it's very simple-minded stuff, I mean, it takes years to build stuff and seconds to destroy it, and that destruction people think is talent, something to follow, something to do, something to control. And you got these simple things coming out and destroying people, and a laser could take care of that. And these missiles, they're very to go long range, even cruise missiles, whatever, they're this very thin metal with explosives and a very hot, volatile fuel system. You punch through it, it's done. So it's very viable, And I think you could get it self-contained, I'm telling you, man. What Bill Gates came up with, that very compact nuclear power plant. You could put it in the size, and it could be miniaturized inside of a truck, So, I mean, it's viable. I mean, that's probably 10 years. That's what I was thinking, maybe. But you could hook this up to a grid, but you get a couple shots off and everything. The iron beam. I don't know. That's the stuff. I don't know. I guess we're just gotta agree this separation from the war. So we look at those things, those advanced technologies. Static defense. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you want a mobile defense, really. Something that could adjust. You never want to have static anything, right? As soon as you become static, you just can be grinded back, whatever. It's not, a collapse or whatever, right? I mean, that's just basic stuff. I guess a static defense, I mean, is best in the cities, But I mean, if they're landing troops in the spit over here, what the Romans did to the Germans, especially on the border, because the swamps created a barrier to get at the Germans. They had thousands of people marching in, and there's accounts. They would drain the swamps, like drain the swamps. They would literally drain the swamps, so they couldn't use that to hide in. And they would just build a canal, to divert all that water to, I guess, a river, and it was never a threat again. So they drained it. So you would have to build dikes and stuff like that to shore up some of that swamp area, and you would have more surface area to. And right now, it could be used as defense. But if you needed like some of that ground area to put more troops in, heavy armor in, that's an option. That's extreme though. But all right, I'm getting off tangent. Um, Static defense, right? That's what I was talking about. The only place I would really put a static defense or temporary and a static defense, I'm more like a would be here, somewhere along this isthmus where it's defendable. Because I guess what you're doing, you're building up a force, and then you break out when you need to, but you want to have people come in. You could do that, but it's more of a temporary thing, like how you're supposed to have a static defense is, like what they're building with the Wagner line. It can never be manned, and you would only want those type of defenses around the city, or those pyramids, whatever. But you don't want pyramids, like I said. You want those big coastal barriers that stand like the height of like 3 men. It's going to take like a half hour just to hook up the heavy machinery to haul it away, and like in that hour, if you maybe an hour, this takes forever. I'm talking about you're not going to blast it, and as soon as they blast it, you have that time, that hour or two to adjust over in that area where they're coming through. So that's what it is. It's a delaying tactic. So you have, so you see what's happening. Oh, you bring in heavy machinery, they're bombarding it, and you're like, okay, now we have okay, how long have they been working on it? Oh, about 15 minutes. Okay, so we got an hour and 45 minutes to get over there. And, that's what it is. It's delaying tactic. And use it as that regard. Because you can't guard everything, but it's going to slow them down. And how strong you're going to make that speed bump. Now, in a city where everybody's condensed, that barrier is going to definitely hour, 2 hour, 3 hours is more than enough time to, to give you, to concentrate your firepower on it, whatever. Out in the middle of nowhere, I don't know. It's like, I guess. Everybody knows it's nonsense. It's just, but it is in some areas, you want to have that. Like, even, I guess, maybe in Bakhmut, too. On some of the major streets, you could have, instead of those hedgehogs, you could have those massive, massive things, That's the only place you really want them at. You know what I mean? But if you're going to do concrete barriers, do it right. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, man. It's just funny. You got this dinky old truck, this small little crane praise them down. I guess. You can have like a bulldozer attachment to a truck and you just shove it away, I don't know. I mean, you got to really think about it, but this is obvious stuff. But this is the only place where I would build some sort of static trenches, whatever, somewhere in this isthmus, whatever way you build up. Because what you really do have is this covering fire over here that could cover this whole thing that they can't get to no matter what. And you have this long area that's safe to land people in. So it makes perfect sense to build up, and then you bust through here. You have options to go capture in here where they could easily land troops, or over here. You just adjust wherever you need to go. I mean, and they're building up in Mariupol, because they know they're going to come down from over here. Which is kind of obvious. I mean, historically, all these cities are strategic locations. But it's that static nature of what the Russians are doing. I mean, it's so autocratic, and it's because it's a dictatorship, Well, these are the orders we have, and we have to get Bakhmut, and it's all antiquated because if it's a week old, it's already old, and they're going off orders that were already formulated whenever, way before, and the counterattack obliterated that any hope of Bakhmut would have any kind of like significant strategic value other than, political value or whatever, right? But they're still attacking, and it's that mentality. It's going to cost them the war even more, and it just reinforces that in life and anything, it can't be static. We always got to be dynamic and changing, because what happened last week is not going to be. It's not really all that relevant now. What happened yesterday? What happened an hour ago? What happened a minute ago? Constantly changes. Constantly changes. But people, like, you know how people are. They find something, like, okay, that could win an argument. Okay, this could convince people, and they just stay like that. But as soon as you state it, people react. So the world is not like that. People are just like that. Society is not like that. Any social interactions like that. Whatever you say, there's a reaction, and capturing back mood is now just basically that's what it is. It's for clout, within the Russian uh, dictatorship. So they could convince other people, whatever, that we're winning and they could be won or whatever. Okay, I'm talking about whatever, people are dying and just for you could say that you did something. I mean, but the thing is, if that's the case, if you're doing that and you're throwing people in, then it's an opportunity to destroy personnel and equipment. And I think you should devote more resources that could destroy that equipment safely, whatever that is. So that's something I'll leave to people that know a lot more than everybody that sits there and looks at maps in America. Leave that to Ukrainians. So I won't be here and have any kind of like arrogancy or agency over that. Let those people, I be like, oh, since I this, that, and the other, that the Ukrainians that know that safely to get destroy bending material put more resources over there, because you already know you could take that even away from Putin. What I'm talking about? Because if he's concentrating forces, more targets. And if you could do it safely, so be it. And you could, so you got to make that risk analysis, what's the benefits of it and everything, if you could do it, I would do it. I would definitely do it. I guess that would be long range missiles that are highly accurate or whatever it is, what I'm talking about. Like I said, I don't want to say specifically whatever, because then as soon as I say it, it's adjustment, whatever, but they know what to do, and I'll leave it to that. I mean, because it's all about that. If they stay in Mariupol, then attack flanking. When they are forced to confront that flanking, then you punch down to Mariupol. So you always constantly adjust, because they're not adjusting. And that's the key. Constantly looking and knowing where these movements are or whatever. So not only do you see them, but where they're weak, you could punch down through. What I'm saying? And you're stronger. That's all it is. It's simple. I mean, it's not rocket surgery, I'm talking about. But it is a lot of maneuvering and dynamic, and not being stuck in that one train of thought. And it's from being a dictatorship, I mean, that's what a democracy allows, this creative nature, listening to all the information, listening to relevant sourced information, and letting that one out today. Not some crazy, well, not crazy, not madness, I'm talking about. So anyway, you gotta be thankful for that, remember, again, they already did it, but general winter is not automatic. Make sure that it favors the Ukrainians as much as possible, so they have all that stuff there, ready to go, what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, with these hospitals, man. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it, but I think what's important is that what can you do is, well, you need to have medical services. So you can have medical services. I think like a drastic decision needs to be made. You know, they're going to be targets. So decentralized the hospitals. How do you do that? You take hospitals and put them everywhere. All right. Unfortunately, a lot of businesses left Ukraine and a lot of commercial infrastructure. You don't want to have hospitals in homes per se, but these infrastructure that people up and left, these commercial buildings, you could have a clinic over here, a clinic over here, and this clinic primarily focuses on this aspect, like uh dentistry or pediatrics or orthodontics or I mean or endocrinology. Like each of these commercial buildings focus in on this, but they also do that. You know what I'm talking about? So you could take all that equipment out and you decentralize it, have it everywhere in these commercial buildings. So I'm not a doctor, you know. I mean, all the specialties they have, ear, throat, and nose, and nutrition, and all the spread out, but they have to be well connected. You know what I'm talking about? So the communication is key. You know what I'm saying? So if they have this really, I mean, because in the hospital they're all like, always it's right there in different levels, but to even higher things. So it's spread over a large compound. You know what I'm talking about? So you can't really hit one building. You know what I'm talking about? So maybe commercial buildings spread out like on whatever it is. And you have little golf carts and shit like that. These because um I don't know. I would or something like that, right? Um yeah. And commercial buildings offer a little bit more protection than everything else. And because hospitals, if you got to look at like Western type of hospitals, they're built and obviously in the cities, but they're built to the primary user, and the primary user are the doctors. It's not where the need of where um people are at. It's not like, okay, there's a lot of people, let's put a hospital. No, these are private businesses. They need to make money. They're building like, well, this is where all the doctors are going. So we get all the best doctors, that provide a service. And when they provide a service, we can make money. And they have to sell their service. And if you look like this, so if hospitals built where they could get all the doctors to work for them because they need doctors to make money, and then the patients will come to them because they have to. They have no choice but to go to where the hospital's at. So they're in by suburbs where people could easily reside in, whatever, find population centers. So it's a little bit askew like that. So you could even kill two birds with one stone. You could make the resources of a doctor, of medical care, even more accessible by spreading it out through the population where there's actual people. Now you have the need to spread out that medical facility and care to the population. People get into it. I mean, it's a slight adjustment, but the adjustment is real, and you have to, so it'll be, so you're not losing anything. You know what I'm saying? It'll take, I mean, it'll be off. You know how things is. It's a little bit fucked up in the beginning, but I know it can be figured out. So long as there's good communication, all those buildings could talk to each other, and but some of it be even more spread out over a wider thing or whatever. So that's how it is. And that's how you do that. And my reasoning is that some of these on the compounds would be even further away, a couple miles or whatever, because then people will like realize, oh well, there's people over there now. Instead of having, it's not based on a capitalist um, making a profit. It's based on care and providing, um, for the war effort. So it'll be adjusted. So it'll constantly adjust. That's my thinking. I think that's how you gotta do that. Um, I don't know. This Black Flag attack on, is it Belgorod? Is that what that is? I can't pronounce it. Or is it this Kursk? I don't know, man. It's just odd. I mean, it's kind of weird that they're deciding. I mean, I guess you gotta kind of attack it. There's so many Ukrainians there, I would stand to reason like a lot. You gotta have cousins over there, brothers, other family. They would know right away. So, yeah, we know it was the Russians. I mean, no matter what mass media you put out or what propaganda you put out, those regions are going to know. I don't know. This is my thing. And you're going to use that to get Vince to mobilize the whole nation. Okay. Well, you need that. I thought the Wagner Group was enough. They sent a fucking hammer to what, the UE or some shit like that, NATO or something like that. Now we definitely sending contractors around Bakhmut and just safely just pound it. That's the only thing they got. Talking about it's just like who are you kidding, man? Throw that hammer right back fucking over there too. Saying like blow up the main command center and just like airdrop the fucking hammer. I don't fucking know. Anyway, it's Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh. So I'm not getting into all aggressive shit. Do what if do what you're doing. If it's not broken, you don't fix it. And I could, but my experience, as soon as I say something, people adjust or whatever. A lot of good people on this, whatever. I'm just trying to fill in the gaps. Some of the more, other things. We should all be focused on space travel, the Artemis. So hopefully, you know, we don't do dumbass shit and extinguish the human race. So we gotta get up there first and make sure only democratic nations are up there because it's a generational project. We have to be very stringent on that. No more being so altruistic where we're shooting ourselves in the foot, you know what I mean, and being counterproductive to ourselves. We have to better ourselves in our own way of thinking and our own openness and have that creativity reign supreme, and then this closed-minded stuff. So as long as we do that, we'll be all right. Open-mindedness, making sure good Samaritans, open thought, for the all good of mankind, and not just like the perception, but it's just not automatic. We have to make sure of it, because what happens if another country gets all these resources? Though there'll be too much suffering. Anyways, but we should be focused on that good stuff, space travel, expanding our, humanity, and intellectually. Anyway, so yeah, I am thankful that, that I have my, I was given life. I'm thankful for my intellect, whatever you may think about it. Patriotic, I'm glad that I'm born in the best country in the world. And I'm very grateful for being native in the best country in the world. How many people could say that? I guess very lucky. Grateful for being Puerto Rican. Just, even grateful for, where I grew up in Jersey and seeing and all the stuff that I stuff and a little touch of the Bronx and just the world view and knowing where one of the greatest cities in the world. So I had both suburbs and urban influences. I was very grateful. I mean, grateful for the Marine Corps. Um, and that I don't have to worry about bills and I can pursue my dreams. Just very grateful, very thankful, and just that I have the opportunity to be honest. I don't need to be in survival mode. So I think I'm glad I could offer a little bit of help for what it's worth. Just remember, wherever they definitely, it's just it's not a question of Ukrainians are going to win. It's a question of when. So I wouldn't be focused too much on the timetable. Do it what's safest for Ukraine in life. Just don't try to force a win. You could get a win quicker, but it costs more lives. So or on the other side of it, don't delay if you know the enemy right there. There's an opportunity to attack. I'm talking about. So, and that's as much as I want to go with this, the basics or whatever. But it's a timetable, so I'm going to talk about. I don't want people to get focused and get false accuracy on, okay, well, we could have it done, by Christmas or whatever. I mean, not that anybody said that, but, or anything, or whenever it is. It will be done when it's done, and victory will be, Ukraine will be victorious. And I'm not concerned about the time frame. It's going to progress how it progresses. And I think I'll leave with that. I guess, and the last bit of tidbit that I do have is those MRAPs. Everybody's a genius in hindsight. They should have been put out faster. But once you put them out, you can't stop developing it. More research had been done on them, you know, constantly upgrading them, upgrading them. Everything always needs to be upgraded. As soon as you put them out, then you upgrade it again. You know, you have, you know, research teams upgrading it. You know, you can't be static. Same thing with the enemy. You know, that it needed to have this, needed to adjust that. We need another vehicle that takes these elements and do that. So that kind of thing, you know. So these tranches, okay, we know we need it immediately. Everybody's a genius in hindsight. So I'm not trying to say anything bad about anything like that. Yes, they should have been out quicker and everything, but now you know that you need a different vehicle and that should already be developed. And whatever is, you know, what's out there now should be developed. You know, it's constantly, and that should be the key. It's we think we're smarter than everybody. It's just arrogancy that we're smarter. What makes us smarter is the ability to adjust, to develop, to innovate. So if we don't innovate, we're not being smarter than anybody. We can't just have something out there in Ukraine and not getting good feedback from it. So yeah, I'm not saying dump all the MRAPs over there, but it's already an antiquated vehicle as it is, you know? So we need to upgrade that, but just don't let things be static. Never let anything be static. And that's what makes us smarter than anybody, constantly innovating. And the process of the innovation and getting that feedback, you know, that's does the most good. That's what I'm thankful for. And as long as we do that, we could outsmart anybody. As long as, you know, we be unified as democracies, we could get nothing stands in our way. We can't be defeated. We could take on anything. We'll come out, out-compete, outdo everybody. All right. I'll leave it with that, you know. And Ukraine wants to be part of that. And they will be. All right. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll leave it on a positive note. All right. I'm out. I got to eat. All right. Peace.